Earlier this week, Senate Republicans tried to block a bill that provided federal access to contraception. In Oklahoma, there's an annual race called Unbound, which is considered the hardest gravel race in the world. And two former Dutch pro cyclists were showering between a car, for which they were arrested and called gay by local police. In Eagle, Idaho, which is just outside Boise, a bar created Heterosexual Awareness Month and were giving out free beers for people who were dressed like heterosexual men. While the bar initially experienced backlash, people ended up driving over 400 miles just to visit it once the word got out, and they are now experiencing record sales. And of course, since it's Pride Month, Target has decided to scale back most of its selection of Pride items. In fact, many companies that were targeted last year for supporting Pride are pulling back from doing so this year, including Nike and Bud Light. And I just keep wondering, what the fuck problem do you have with what people choose to do with their bodies? So often the topics that come from the right are about free speech and body sovereignty and leave me alone to do what I want, laissez-faire economics. But when it comes to leaving people alone that you might not understand or agree with, then it's a fucking problem. And while I'm no fan of religion in general, quit using it to try to act as a fucking shield for your bigotry. Just say, I don't understand it, and so therefore I don't like it. At least you'd be honest at that point instead of invoking some god that you invented. Because at the other end of all your hatred and threats and vitriol are people who just want to be left alone as well. So if you feel so invaded because other people actually exist and you have to share a planet with them, check your own ideologies and emotional state. Quit putting the fact that you don't go to fucking therapy onto others.